Welcome back for some more Case City 2. Last time we left off, we saved Hans from getting executed. Let's see. Do we have any cool shit? That looks kind of cool. I already have one now. So, you know. Do you have any books though? Books would be great. Ooh. I'll take sketches. Yeah. Oh, they're expensive though.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
Where's your merchant? Is that your merchant chest right there? Anyone watching? I am just trying to rob your keys. That's all I'm trying to do. Banana, banana. No, I've got this merchant chest. That'll be around here somewhere. Was it upstairs? In there, maybe? Oh, was it this chest? I don't remember seeing that stuff in there. No. Definitely not in there. I have no idea where this guy's merchant chest is. I mean, maybe. No. That's not it. I don't believe it was in his back pocket either, was it? No, I guess we'll just buy it. We have money.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Nothing. That's why I came to you.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling you now.
I was making shit up.
Aye, he told me. But I reckon they're just stray cats.
You're not the first to doubt it, but you're in for a nasty surprise.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace below the Crone, over by the outer wall?
Yeah.
Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about.
You've seen oiled up naked man throwing it back.
Alright. I'll look into it.
For that though.
Early? What
Give me the sketches. I don't really want to buy them, but
Let's talk about
can't find your chest to rob them, so how about this?
Look.
What about 850?
Finally! I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
And then what if I just...
What will it...
And then what if I just get some of that money back? Oh, I can't. Alright, well shit. Whose horse is this? Damn. That horse is cool, I want it. But I can't have it. It's so sad. Alright. Books. Lane. Soldier I can't speak to.
Lord be with you.
Oh, you're that bathhouse owner.
What do you want?
Oh.
What do you...
Probably nothing. Yeah, no. Didn't think so. Alright. What do we have here? Talk to Bertha. Is she up? Yeah, she's up. There you are.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
That was me, sorry.
Are you sure they're demons? I've seen a few mice here. They go wherever they want.
Only you youngsters can come up with something so stupid. You wouldn't know Lucifer if he pricked you in the forehead with his horns. I'm sure they're demons.
You're
They're
delusional.
jealous of the prosperity and peace Lord von Berghoff has brought us these last few years.
If you say so. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir, and every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope
I'll
you can
just
do it
lie
exactly as you
and say we
said.
did it.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is
I'm
most
gonna go crazy.
effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops. God bless you, sir.
What a stupid fucking rule. Okay, find a book from the miller. Who else was to speak to? Wasn't there a 3rd guy to speak to for demons? Talk to Magneta. Hey. Oh, I see, it's hidden underneath. Alright, let me go find the scribe so we can get this book for action on the go. Della. Scribe, where are you? Higher up? Must be. I mean, we've already kind of fully explored the place, really, so I don't really need to feel the need to look around.
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Berghoff?
There's
Rare
a
ones,
bunch of
lad.
books and stuff,
His
too.
lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials.
No, I am.
Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
What does the Royal Chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Bergo is the royal chamberlain, subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Let's see.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes,
Crazy
indeed.
work.
One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He
Absolutely
might even
crazy
become
work.
the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Berghoff free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both kings' father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young
Just like
Wenceslas
me.
came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Bergov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Berkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Let's see. So it is a right mess.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz,
A lot of Henrys.
Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sahanish of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
See. I'd like to borrow a book.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
There are some interesting ideas in it.
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
What could be behind
Why
it?
would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book.
Of course he did.
I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said,
He agrees.
Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
Does he avoid nobles?
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkhoff's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
I'll find the book for you. This is such a stupid lie. Because if you go speaking to people, he's gonna find out eventually.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Where can I find
Before
them?
I go, can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
All of them. Oh.
You said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a
Why
hermit.
did it say
here,
frequents like that?
like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower, but God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or
See.
looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
It'll appear to me, I see.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
See.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace. Perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know.
Big bet. Alright, so we have a bunch of people to speak to now. We have a trainer, indulgence chest, whatever, man. Alright. Got that book.
About that...
Please tell...
I'm sorry.
Free speech XP.
I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again? Is anyone sprinkling yet?
Aye. Me.
That's the only thing that works.
What do you think of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Caesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil, as the enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to seduce the soul onto the road to hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
Chat, should I? I really want to.
A pig's face. Warts all over. And a nasty smell coming from its mouth. Kind of like your mum.
My mum's dead.
So's mine.
Anything else?
Reputation gained. No shot.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested?
Scholarship. Yeah.
Can you tell?
Fine. But it'll take some time.
W. Hold on 1 second, sweat the door. You're back. Let's have a little look then. Skills. Oh, nice. Straight level up. Look at this. Fundamentals of medicine. Maxed out. Maybe law next. Yeah. Probably do law next. Yep. For now though, oh, stealth pop's almost leveling up. That's pretty nice. Those alchemy and craftsmanship. Speech is halfway to 22. This is very nice. Oh, me in level 20. What were we gonna get? Blood of Siegfried, I think, wasn't it? Yep, Blood of Siegfried. Very nice. It's gonna help us a lot. Yeah. I'm happy with our picks we've chosen. Probably this next. Driven by Vengeance, then Undaunted Cavalier. No, get Undaunted Cavalier next and then Driven by Vengeance. It's a little bit away, but even so. No, where's the scrap going? Come here, Belland. Okay. Yeah, I have everything we want from him. I think we are done here. Unless we pay the indulgence chest. I don't know what purpose that serves. Ah, I see. Right, let's head on down then. Since we are finished up here.
Bertha,
Nickvard?
instead of devils, I need your help now with Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine. But I don't even know if the last one helped. I
Didn't.
told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
What kind of medicine?
Nickvard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
I see.
Listen, Bertha.
Um,
I'm glad that you're such a reliable woman.
I'm
appreciate
sure we
your
can
skill
pass
with
this.
words, and that you didn't even give the slightest hint to what ails Nickvard. I thought secrets were safe with me too. But it turns out I still have a lot to learn. From people like you. Nickvard should be glad he came across people he can trust like the two of us. But for us to help him, first you have to tell me what ails him.
Well, I'd feel guilty if Lord Libac got worse because of my stubbornness. Very well.
W
then.
pass.
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it?
The shits.
Everything came out much too quickly.
Yep.
Nickvard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the Crone. By the training ground, below the guardhouse.
No wonder
I
that place
helped him
stinks.
clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters. Though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead. And only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It
Maybe he
happens
had.
to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
Maybe
I
it
don't know if this is
was.
going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
So he has the shits and he shits himself. Rip Bozo. Alright, so EAOP, they're all over here, so we'll go out here and do this, then I'm over here, I guess. Yeah. We spent quite a bit of money, but we can make it back. Do we have some books, don't we, in our inventory that we can put away? No, we can't. I want to read that book, but I want to get this shit done first. Convict Vatava. I wonder when Wojtek's gonna make an appearance. I can't wait to beat the shit out of him. Maybe you can get rid of him for good. Black Bartosz. They're not black.
So, how did you end up at Trotsky?
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard and a swordmaster for the local castle garrison. I reckon he sensed he was in danger. And he was right. A band of scoundrels was lying in wait for us on the road, and they nearly got us.
Why did they call you Black Bartosz?
Why do they call you Black Bartosz?
It's just a nickname, of course, because of my, black hair.
I don't
Every
believe him.
swordsman has a nickname, you know? Once you win a few tournaments, they give you one.
So you're really a high-born knight?
Indeed. I'm Bartoszek of Drahonitz. My father served Emperor Charles his entire life.
Oh, sorry. I suppose I should call you Sir.
No, there's no need for formalities. Titles are worthless. A man should earn a name for himself. It's not enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
What about a gold spoon?
How was your company ambushed? What happened exactly?
It was well planned, I must admit. They nearly got us.
And what went wrong for them?
Hard to say. Maybe we were just lucky, and God was watching over us.
That's all there was to it.
If you really want to know what I think, the idiots lacked discipline. They rushed it.
What do you mean?
It might have come down to a single fool's mistake. I don't know. But if they just waited a bit longer, we wouldn't have stood a chance. Like I say, I thank the Virgin Mary and all the saints for watching over us.
Maybe this hand shitter guy has something to do with it.
You must have been honored when the Royal Chamberlain chose you as his bodyguard. How did you meet?
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison in Prague's royal castle, where von Burgo was a frequent guest.
I see. But what brought you to his attention? You have good connections, I suppose.
Depends what you mean. I'd recently won 2 big tournaments, so I was invited to a splendid banquet. It was there Sir Otto offered me a position at his castle. I'd heard of Trotsky, of course, but I was still astonished when I saw it with my own eyes. Sir Otto spared no expense to build a truly mighty fortress.
Sorry, but we're about the same age, and I'd never have guessed you're a swordmaster.
We
Henry.
each have our own path, it seems. I even studied at university, while I could still afford it.
What? You're a man of letters as well?
I wouldn't go that far. I dabble in poetry a bit, that's all. I may come from a noble family, but we're not renowned or rich, and studying costs a fortune, and I didn't have one, so I had to do what I do best.
You became a mercenary.
That's right. I spent more time fighting than studying at university, and I came out of it alive, so I reckoned that's where my talent lies.
Where did you learn to fight, Bartosz?
I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it. I travelled a lot and was taught by several masters.
I'd like to see the world too, but I haven't even made it to Prague yet.
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you learn from true masters, you'll never become a master yourself. Fortunately, these days there are plenty of swordsmen in Prague who will train you for coin.
I hope to make it to our royal city someday soon.
If you do,
Maybe we can.
go and see Master Lamprecht and give him my regards. He's a man of honor and a peerless master of the longsword.
Interesting. Maybe we can do that at some point.
So you've got a dice...
I'd love to, but Father Nicodemus took me for everything I had. I've got nothing to wager. Oh, wait a mo. I may have something after all.
Oh,
The
yeah?
guards found something on this one thief they caught. Some sort of map. They thought it might lead to the thief's hoard. They wanted to go looking for it, but I took the map from them. Want to play for it?
Sure.
Why don't you look for the hoard yourself?
I'm new here. I don't know the lay of the land. I wouldn't risk it. I'm glad I made it out alive when Lord von Bergov's retinue was ambushed on the way.
I'll do it, but we don't need it. We've already got the treasure, probably.
I'll gladly play for the map.
And
get
every
to it.
POI there is. Besides, it won't take long to thrash
I'm
him.
seriously curious about you, lad.
Only 1 round. That's all it takes. I'll tell you that.
My God, what?
Sakra! Here, take it. I reckon I'll stay away from dice for a while.
I'll come back for your technique. I'm in the middle of something right now. Oh, what's that? Something popped up.
Privies for the guards. Did he make a mistake? Or is he just messing with me?
Oh. Might just be about messing with you. No wonder it stinks of shit. Your shit together, how romantic. You must really like each other. This is a private area. Womp womp. I thought we'd be allowed access. I'm just gonna make sure there's absolutely nothing here before he sends me back here again. Nothing. Yo, blacksmith. Are you messing with me?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
He wants me chat.
Ah, you must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right. My bad. I realised as soon as you left.
So where should I start looking for those demons?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden Tower. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos and the Burgrave's chambers. I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the staircase leading to the tower. It must be the devil's work.
This guy is taking the piss.
All right, I'll have a look. But you better not be messing with me.
Indeed.
What do you need, sir?
How long have you been serving in Trotsky?
Why'd you ask?
I don't know much about this place, so I wanted to ask you about a few
I
things.
wanted speech XP.
I'm not much of a talker. You'd be better off having a word with our scribe, Erasim. He's
What he did.
served here since the days of the previous lord.
Alright, well. Thanks for the free speech XP. Where next? Do we want to do A? We could do A first. It's right there. Go around to P. Then come back for this. That's the main quest. We'll leave that for later. We're busy right now. Do we want to go in? Talk to Magnata? Yeah, we'll go in. Wait, what is this? There's so much shit on the screen, it's really hard. This is the devil thing. We'll wait till midnight for that, apparently. It's a little bit ridiculous, but it is what it is.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food.
Yeah, it's
Someone
me.
hides my spices. My
Yep.
soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
Yeah, that's probably you.
Well, maybe it's just a stray dog or a cat. What would demons want here anyway?
The more I think about it, the more I think it really is demons. A dog can't make your soup go sour.
It kind of
And
pisses in it.
besides, sometimes you hear this strange whispering around here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here, under the Maiden.
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? Why 9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star, a pentagram.
This is...
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
Well, the devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. Farewell.
I'm gonna scream. What maid? Where is she? There's so much stuff on my screen. Find out. Yeah. Alright, not you. I will find her though. Oh, further up. What's through here? We've been in here, I believe. Chamberlain Ulrich. He's up to no good, that Chamberlain Ulrich, I can tell.
What a day.
I would kill him right now if I could. The game won't let me. Racist. A racist ass game. We've been through all here.
God be
That's...
with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Where is she? Oh. Well.
Lord von Burgov, I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished Fury estate.
I imagine he was.
Not
But he
Fury.
soon realized it made him closer to people and that he could attempt them more easily. Many a poor soul in the lower castle has already fallen for his schemes and made a pact with hell.
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated in a good strategic location. We have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer, and he has no choice but to tolerate us.
If you say so, little bro. Good thing you didn't notice me doing that. And now the maid's fucked off. There she is.
Greetings. What do you need?
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
You mean this message?
Where did you get it?
Let's say I found it. But I don't understand it much.
You thief! You can at least read it for me, then.
Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Ah, never mind. Read
I'll
on.
let him know.
Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those 2 women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
That was complete nonsense. I was embarrassed to read it.
Imagine how I felt having to listen to it.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this?
No.
I feel a little uncomfortable here, talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone.
Wow. Not even a speech check. She won't tell me anything. So sad. What is this? And for devils, according to the blacksmith's directions, bunch of devils, find the book. Let's see. So D next, eh?
Another privy?
Oh my god, this guy keeps sending me to the toilets. This guy's a little piece of shit. What to beat the shit out of him. It's taking us for the fool far too much now. Not having this. Right.
The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
You're just messing with me. People are scared, rumours are spreading, and you're sending me from one privy to another.
It was just a little misunderstanding.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's quarters. It's between the palace below the crone and the tower. That reeking, hellish door must be hidden there.
I swear, if this is another shitter...
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
If there's nothing there, you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my weapon ready if I were you.
If this is another joke, you'll really piss me off.
Yeah. Oh god, tell him, Henry. Tell him. D. Up or not? It's up. There's so many things on my... Oh, it's hard to see. D. 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 Move out the way, God.
Of course. Another privy. That's enough of that.
I'm gonna go beat the shit out of him.
Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for them.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think, I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
I feel like I've been possessed by a demon, and it's driving me to kick your arse.
Have you lost your sense of humour as well as your sense of smell? Try me, lad. You'll be leaving this castle on a stretcher.
We'll see about that. Nobody makes fun of me.
You're just a whiny, humourless little weakling. And soon enough, you'll have a busted lip. You're in for an arse-kicking, you piece of shit!
Uh-huh.
Enough!
Sure.
I give up!
Have you had enough?
Fuck! Alright, enough!
If my counting's not off, I owe you 2 more ass kickings.
Take care. Ah! What the? Fuck! Ow! Are you looking for a fight?
Yeah, I am.
You arrest him?
What? This is part of a quest. Why I never.
Blacksmith.
Let me. There's no. You made to think through.
So you would
Not at next.
a great life lesson, really.
No, I'm not getting sent to prison for that bullshit.
What will it be?
Was that dumbass cunt? Alright. So, boom, boom. Alright. Find out what the stable boy knows about Nickbard. I'll do A and P, and then we'll do these 2 at night, I guess. It means we can do our technique in our book. I'll be fine.
Greetings.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. Only yesterday you were delivering horseshoes, and today you have your own horse? I'm amazed. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. God be with you, good
Alright. Stamina's worse. Capacity's worse. Speed is worse. No thanks. It's terrible.
I took a look at...
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin, then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
That seems very stupid.
Look, Kebab. It's not a bad plan, but I'd rather not get mixed up in anything like that.
Pity. But I know what you mean. No hard feelings. Now let's forget all about it and get back to the reason you came. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before.
No,
But
you're
even
not.
an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Take care, sir.
Now, is this going to be better or worse than the stuff I have? Probably going to be worse. Right? I wouldn't be surprised. Based off rip, that's worse. 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 Hold on. This looks cool, I guess, but... As cool as that looks, I don't know. I might leave it in there just in case I want to use it, but you know. The other stuff is terrible. Mid as fuck.
How can I help you?
I'm not going to Hans Cape on now. Whatever that is. I'm a little bit busy taking care of other stuff.
Good afternoon. I'm looking for Nick Vard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libac. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing. Hmm?
What do you mean, forgot?
Nick Libac, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to
What
know
are you
more about what
talking
Nick
about?
Vard asked you to do.
No.
We're having a fence.
There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
What
What are you
rules?
blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto.
This guy's
But
schizo.
fear not. I know how to sniff them out. You're a spy yourself, ain't you?
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really on our side. The side that Nickvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here. You can join us.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First, a test.
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword? Hmm? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Bergoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's task.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me. Persuasion, threats, I know about them spy tricks. Deeds talk louder than words. For example, like bringing me a sword.
I'll gladly give you some groschen to buy your own sword.
Only spies pay bribes. Unless you had more groschen than a common spy would have. Then I'd believe you ain't one of them. Do you have that much?
I'm not going to pay you that much.
You want to hang on to your spy earnings. I understand. Well, you won't get another chance.
I'll think of a way to convince you.
I'm not giving him 5,000 groschen, he's mad. There's no way. It's half of my earnings over the course of the entire game. Well, it's not. We've definitely had Opus. Alright, let's go get ourselves a sword. Think I know where I might be able to find one. If there's one in there, that is. Once we do all this, we can go and grab a trait technique.
Shouldn't be bothering us here.
Yeah, I'm just standing here. What's bro yapping about?
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Just fuck off. Or I'll kill you. Sword. Surely there's a sword in here somewhere. That has to be, right? It's a guardhouse. I guess not. What are you doing? What's trying to sell me? I'll do. I'll do indeed. And just to make sure that they're not gonna peg me for it. Alright, cool. They're not gonna accuse me of doing it. Away there I go.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch
Don't
going?
say anything about rain.
Not bad.
Okay.
So far.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh, it's raining, and it's not. They keep doing that for some reason. I'm not sure why. Where the hell's he gone?
Careful.
No, I won't be careful.
Lord be with.
About
Got that?
you wanted a sword?
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickvard then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Bergoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him.
We gotta find out when Nickvard is now, I guess. Let's see. Where the hell would he be?
Good.
You'd think he'd be in the toilets. But he's not. Can't find the dickhead. One place. I guess we'll learn the technique and read the book. You're not him, are you? Your hands keep on. Alright, let me the technique.
I'd like to learn a new...
Why not? If you have a bit of time, I can teach you something.
You have fear.
If you are not afraid of fistfights, I'll show you a little trick. It is actually a simple blow with the back of the hand to the opponent's neck. I was taught it by a good old Franciscan, back when I was studying. I wonder what became of him.
Probably dead.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
But of course, it's kind of a useful little ruse. First, you kick your opponent between the legs and pretend you're losing your balance. But at that moment, you swing the back of your hand at his neck. It won't put a blow down, but it'll give you time to attack again. Now come and try it a few times.
Uh-huh.
All good?
Now give me the other
I'd like to.
techniques.
Why not? As you can probably figure, I like the longsword because it's beautiful and an absolutely nimble weapon. Our grandfathers didn't use them, but today in Prague, everyone is tripping over themselves to learn how to fight with one. I'll be happy to show you how to handle it better. What do you say?
Oh.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
As you wish. The first thing is to realize a sword has two blades, and thanks to your second hand on the hilt, you can quickly spin it around and hit your opponent's head. These are exactly the techniques that make the longsword an extremely deadly weapon. Now come and try it a few times.
Alright, now give me the last one.
Why not? I like a longsword, but there's not much room for it in the heat of battle, where brute force will come in more handy for you. Such a hit with the pommel of a sword, handle of an axe, or edge of a shield will certainly disorient everyone. Would you like me to show you?
Yep.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
All right. As I already said, often mainly brute force will help you in a fight. Attack with any short weapon a few quick times. Then, move towards the opponent and hit him in the face with the shaft. Oh, and if you have a shield, use it. That will definitely ruin your opponent's day. Now come and try it a few times.
There we go, we have all the techniques off of them.
You've really got to...
And now we read our book. Not this though. There it is. Starship's almost at level 23 already. So I've got a nice little boost right there. We gotta find that guy. Not you, is it? No, you're just a random soldier. Right, midnight. Dog, get out the way. What the hell? Where did we find this guy? It was definitely somewhere around this little latrine area, right? Hold on. I'm gonna start hitting you if you don't get out the way. Somewhere outside the castle grounds, eh? I'm not too sure. I hate them.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Yeah, 1 second, I'm just looking for something.
Out now.
Damn, stop gobbling it. I had to undo that though, because we stole a sword from in there earlier. We don't want...
Hey, you're not allowed here. What the? Hey, you're not allowed here.
I wasn't even awake. What are you doing there?
Correct, you nightcrawler.
Uh-huh. Maybe somewhere out there. Must be outside the castle. Alright, well, let's go find these bitch-ass fireplaces then, eh?
Good to see you.
Greetings.
So, banish the devils from the crown side of the fireplace, alright. I don't know how many fireplaces there are.
They won't be getting past this.
You see. That's what they mean. So I found all of them. That's gonna be annoying. But we'll do it.
A little more here.
Anywhere where there's fire. Can do it. That's outside. That's also outside. There's nothing down, right? Over here. This is it. There might be some in here. Just wanna check. Pepper. Alright, nothing in here. Hold on, turn that off. 1 second. There we go. So I need to go further up then. Nope. Well, for sure that might be one.
What? You've no business here.
Hold on, I'm looking for
Come on now. You've no business here.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just looking for fireplaces, you wouldn't understand. There's demons about. Encounter apparently. For some reason this is trespassing. I don't know how I did that. I just felt like it. I don't see any fireplaces here. Alright, here we go. Another one.
Here.
What about in here? Any fireplaces in here? Nope. Alright. Further up we go. Nothing there. It's a little bit of a dilemma, isn't it? Where the hell are all these fireplaces? Oh.
I should do it.
I really hope this is what the 5th one's up here, otherwise I'm stumped. I really hope it's up here. That's a relief.
Back to hell with you.
Alright, there we go. And they've been all over the place, so I wouldn't worry about this. Actually. Let's get some money back, right? Well, I can. Getting quite a bit of money back. That was close. I don't know why he has a woman's straw hat. He does. Oh, hold on. Well. Found a better basiliot. Can't use it yet, gotta wait for the stone thing to wear off. It will eventually wear off. In fact, I'll keep it in my inventory until it does. Alright, and away we go. So we just have this side of the thing to do now. Indeed. I know where Nick Bart's body is. The voices told me. The voices told me exactly where Nick Bart's body is. I don't know why I'm not losing stamina. Maybe I'm just better now. I'm too powerful. Stamina can't stop me. Alright, time to find the fireplaces. The fucking fireplaces, innit? So not one in here. Here we go.
I hope I'm doing this right.
I hope so too, Henry. Because the cooks and that made up the rules and they don't make sense. But here we are.
You're not permitted.
But I didn't. Yeah, I thought Oryx I could go wherever the fuck I wanted. So I don't know why the guards are being like this. And Oryx obviously lied. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. No 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 no. No 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 no. No 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 no. Bow now. Alright, I guess we go up now. Oh, hold on. The stairs here. Or at least outside. And then this is a fireplace.
Do it.
Alright. What's in here? Anything? No. Oh, another one.
I hope I'm doing this right.
We'll find them all. Honestly, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be, looking for these. And then, where did these stairs take me? Oh, I see. The side of this room right here. Alright. I understand now. I get the layout. Fireplaces, fireplaces.
8, 9.
What Henry said. What Henry said indeed. I don't think there's any more books in this place. I think we were pretty thorough and just robbing, you know? This is Hans Capon's room. Yo, Capon. Are you ready? Oh, he's not ready.
Don't show yourself here again.
Okay, now. This is a bit of a palaver, wasn't it? It's through here. Not much. That's correct. Interesting. We could steal Hans Capon stuff, that would be pretty funny. But you know, maybe not. Maybe not indeed. I wonder if Thomas is up at the top of the chapel. Let's go see. Oh, we're here. One, two, buckle my shoe. Yo, Thomas. That's probably not good.
I hope I'm doing this right.
I'm gonna have repercussions for you know. Getting caught right there. Even so, I wanna see what he has. And then we'll just reload if he has nothing. I wasn't expecting to actually be caught by like some beavered guy that can't really see anything. That's money. Quite a bit too. You won't be needing it. Alright. I guess we'll go outside the castle and look around the outside of the wall for Nick Bard's body. Get the book that we need. And then we'll wait till day, speak to the Chamberlain Ulrich. And I think I'll be ready to speak to Capon then to turn the back off. Does anywhere else have new quests? At all. Not them, they don't count. They're fist fighting quests. No. Alright. I shall be temporarily leaving the castle then.
See polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Alright. Out we go. Can we leave here? You can. So he said he came down to the guards' latrines. Okay, so Our stamina is going down if we jump, but not if we sprint. I don't know if it's a bug or we just have infinite sprinting thing. Oh.
You must be Nick Vard, eh? Poor wretch.
Ain't no way little bro died like this. How the hell did bro die like that?
How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn cradle?
Alright, let's have a little look. Oh, he's got Mr. When he handles power there. There's his arch enemy in his hands, also maintains humility towards the body, walks day and night. In right, where's the non-written book contained in the mind? Let's see. What's this all about? What is this all about? I have no idea what that's about. What? It's my... Giver. I think it bumped scholarship up quite nicely too. Alright, so... Turns up a chamberlain, escorts her hands, blah 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 blah. How about... I go to the Simeon Mill. And give the miller the book. What is this? How did he stop and smile at me when he's asleep?
Where are you from? And where are you headed?
We're going where hard-working stonemasons get paid for a job well done, of course.
Where's that?
I should think business is brisk for you right now, isn't it?
Indeed it is. We're on our way to Colleen right now.
Oh, I see.
But with the lords picking on each other again, the aldermen are worried that if Sigismund so much as farts, their shitty walls will be blown away.
They might be.
All right. I see at least some are profiting from this war.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm talking about the fear. Only yesterday we got jumped on the way, but the stupid bastards didn't know who they were up against.
What's your name? I'm Henry, and I'm in my lord's service.
What a coincidence. We had a Henry who used to work with us too.
Oh,
At
yeah?
the church in Brownhow, a stone block fell on him. He died on the spot.
I would just simply
By the
lift
way,
it up.
I'm Cuba, but they call me Ball Man.
Ball man? You must have lost a lot of weight then. Or maybe you're a good dancer?
Wrong on both counts, lad. I used to dress stone as shot for catapult, see? Did it so long I could hardly cut a right angle after.
You were ambushed by bandits?
Aye, but I'm telling you, they were just a bunch of thugs.
We're
Too
not
bad
playing
about
dice
my
with
bag,
him.
though. I had a nice shirt from my old woman in it. But what the hell? What's done is done.
Be glad they didn't catch you knee-deep and bare-assed in a pond. Now that's a story I could tell. I better be off.
Sure.
We're not playing dice with you. There are things to do. Gotta go get the book to the miller. And then go tell the scribe that you couldn't find it. Conrad lost it and he's dead.
God bless you.
Man,
Greetings,
I
my
thought maybe I
friend.
could talk to him from up there.
What's new?
Nothing much.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon
Nice.
enough. Show me that miraculous thing.
A lot of things just
This
got improved
really
right
is
there.
something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way.
On the way where?
Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
What now?
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Crazer. What's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
The thing with the girl didn't work out.
The thing with the girl for the Chamberlain didn't work out. I reckon you knew that already.
I had no idea it'd be so much of a problem. In that case, it's up to you once again.
Thankfully, I have access to Trotsky now.
I heard things got heated with your imprisonment there.
That's putting it lightly.
Tell me about it later. What about the book? Got any leads yet?
I talked to Erizine, the scribe, and I'm working on it.
Good to hear, but get to it.
We already have it, Crazel. Did you forget? You're going senile in your old age. What a shame.
Are you whistling here?
Yes, I am.
Quick! Quick!
Well, it won't take us long to get there. Must see what this nonsense is finally about. And talk to Chamberlain Ulrich. Make sure Henry's stats are good. And then...
What'll happen now?
Our last supper.
We'll do the main
with
quest.
Only one, but very filling course awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you.
What job?
We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
No, Z-Neck. First of all, I rather like them legs of his. And secondly, I think we've put him through enough suffering. This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today
The
we're
horse
finally
being in
close
the way is just
to our
great.
great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our Magnum Opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum Opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's
I
Stone.
think they're making a gun.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
A gun. Weapons.
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on, although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead.
Me too.
I had a lot of questions about everything. And my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
They kicked you out?
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself.
I see.
The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma.
Real.
And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
Okay.
What did your parents say when you returned from your studies?
My mother had already passed away. All my father said was, "I knew you'd be back." And he sent me to haul sacks of flour. I think in the end he was glad to have someone to take over the mill from him. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
Yeah, that's in my spare time too.
You might expect it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing
Gunpowder.
sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnig did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And
No, we do.
used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
I don't think so.
As I said,
There's
we're about
still
to
a
have our
bunch of
last
stupidity
supper
and
on our
ignorance in the
journey to
modern day world.
satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment.
What we do.
Thanks to you,
Yeah, let's go, boy.
we can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
I am.
Before we get started, there's something I want to know. This book, Feuerwerkbuch, what's written in it?
Everything you'd want to know about black powder. How to mix it in the proper ratio. How to store it. How to light it properly. And especially how to use it in warfare. Because that's the most important part, after all.
Indeed.
Do you really need that much saltpeter?
We do. Saltpeter makes up almost 3/4 of the mixture. Not even all the cows in the region could produce enough for us once we really get started with manufacturing.
I see.
What is it you're going to do with this powder?
During wartime, like it is now, a flammable and explosive mixture like this has more uses than you can imagine. If we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could demolish Trotsky if we wanted to. And maybe we will.
All of us here are truly passionate about the idea of a new world. And now it's within our grasp.
What is it you studied at the university?
I can't wait for this to be cool as fuck.
That fits you. Maybe you'd even be a good preacher.
Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't.
God has a path prepared for each of us. And each of us here decided not to follow it.
I was supposed to be a dyer, but I was too lazy to work 6 days a week and soak my hands in lye.
Fuck
I was
that.
supposed to become a nun, but I didn't want to give up the booze. And fellas.
And I've already told you everything. The world is what you make it.
How did a scholar and an alchemist become a thief?
Prague is a big city, and a poor student has no chance of getting a decent place to sleep or even something to eat. Learning to shop with 5 fingers was the first requirement for survival. We're all masters of our own destiny.
I've heard enough. Now
Let's
I want
get
to see
started.
that with my own eyes.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
do
excited.
it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed, it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
This is either going to fail spectacularly or something cool is going to happen. Is it really a good idea to be sitting this close to it? Seems dangerous. Move! Zinek! This doesn't seem to be a good idea to be this close. This seems like a terrible idea. We're gonna blow ourselves up and kill ourselves. It's gonna happen.
Looks like it ain't working.
Oh, a little further away than I thought. But even so, that was dangerous. Standing right there in the open.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
W.
Instead of mixing this stuff.
As long as you listen to me and keep the proportions right, you won't fuck it up.
I might actually listen to you if my ears ever stop ringing.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you pooch.
Black powder? Well now.
You didn't expect that, eh?
No. Main kinda.
I'm not so stupid that I wouldn't realise you're not just milling wheat here.
Bollocks. But it is true, you did guess right that we was making weapons. Anyways, I hope the miller gives us a bit of extra coin now things has finally worked out.
Ah, in the worst case, you can go back to licking the walls of pigsties.
But next time you'll be coming with me.
No thanks.
See you
You
soon,
can,
my friend.
all yours, buddy, all yours.
Farewell.
Hold on, where the fuck did Bonnie go? Oh shit. This is open now. W.
I hate sweeping.
New alchemy stations, eh?
Black powder? I'd never have expected that from Crazel.
Imagine, that monarch of ours is half deaf.
That dog of yours? What does that have to do with the gunpowder magazine?
Just that I was wondering that the explosions didn't bother him at all. At least he won't suffer here. And now I'm not surprised he was so unhappy with that bastard Vasarik. Hey, how did you know what we were actually doing?
I didn't exactly.
But you said weapons. How did you find out? Did we let it slip somehow?
It was clear to me the moment I saw that book. I figured the illustrations were about either painting the walls with something to make them invisible, or demolishing them with some kind of flames.
Yep.
That means it's all on Crazel, and I played my role properly. Anyway, you did a damn fine job. You deserve a nickname from me, like I promised. We're going to call you Sourdough.
Ugh.
Sourdough?
Well, when you came here, you were kind of unrefined, grey, nothing much. But as you gained experience, you rose and rose until you've risen into a companion we need not be ashamed of. Take care then, Sourdough. And come back and visit sometime. See you later, my friend.
Barney is done. Zinek is done. That's only because of the explosion. Is the miller still there? He is. Alright, let's speak to the miller.
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they work brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lord Samin has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
Indeed. I know where to find you.
Indeed.
Crazel?
What's new around?
Nothing much like...
We've been through a lot together. Will you finally tell me more about yourself?
Have you not grown tired of all this constant questioning? I've told you plenty already. And if I left something out, it was for a good reason.
Well, I know about the university, the alchemy, your desire to change the world, but I don't know anything about you as a person.
That's a question I'd like to know the answer to myself. To find yourself, and who you really are. Isn't that the only true meaning of life?
There is no meaning to life.
What's new around?
Nothing much. God be with you.
Let me examine this. Some dialogue, maybe? No. That was pretty cool, I must say. What's that noise? Who's that? Alright, I'm gonna wait until 8 AM tomorrow to see if the miller comes back over here. And then we'll go to the bathhouse, clean ourselves up, and go to the castle. Here he is. You finish it?
So how about that book of yours, Crazel?
Wouldn't you like to know?
All secretive again, are we? I thought we got past that.
Sorry, Henry. Force of habit. My great work is complete.
Yes.
I picked up where Black Bertolt
Let me
left
see.
off and brought his
I got a
conclusions
copy.
to a close. I believe that my work will lay the foundations of a new world where knowledge will forever reign over darkness.
Sounds interesting. Could I at least get a peek?
Sorry, Henry, but that won't happen. If anyone heard about the book, the church would be after me, like a dog after a rabbit. I hid the original so well, even you wouldn't be able to find it. Believe me, I made an effort.
You know I'd never tell anyone about it.
What if you were tortured, huh? No, no. You can never be too sure. I even made an exact copy, just to be safe. That was even more work than we had with the original.
So maybe you could lend me this copy?
It's no longer here. I paid a messenger to take it to Kuttenberg, to someone I owe a lot to.
Fuck. I want to see the book. I want to see it.
Crazel. Where's the copy?
I want to read
Good
it.
hands of a messenger who'll hand it over to Hermes Trismegistus. You're not going to catch that fella. He set off straight for Kuttenberg.
Who's Hermes Trismegistus?
That I will not tell you.
Well, I hope your courier arrived safely and didn't lose such a rarity to a common thief on the way.
I want to read
What's
the
new
book.
around?
Nothing much.
I'll have a look.
No. Crazel, I want to read it, please. Fine. So sad. I guess I have to accept it, that we're not going to get it. Unless there's a copy in his pocket. Who knows, some of that might be it. Let's see. Books. On Simone. So that's the book. I want to let him keep the Lightbringer book because I don't know if it'll bug anything by taking it. Maybe not, but you never know, right? Let's see. Oh. It's just a law book, so. Well, yeah. Agility level up. Vitality level up. Alchemy. Definitely secret of secrets. No question about it, really. It's definitely the way it has to be. Combat. Looks good to me. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright. Looks like everywhere's happy now. Alright. Let's see. Looks like we're done here. Skill teacher. That must be Zinek. We've already done that, I believe. Yeah. Let's go to Zelioff. Get ourselves a nice little bath. We'll kill these wolves. Yeah, I'm hitting that like perfectly. I don't know why the game's being like this. It's definitely hitting. Or whatever, man. No way, bro. Got jumped by a pack of wolves and fucked over. Crazy work. Jelly off. Wagner's in. Let's go. Everything washed up.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Yep.
Greetings.
I need services.
And what?
I've got.
Great.
Yep, yep.
All right.
Let's go put stuff away.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you should be. I'll put stuff away in our chest.
Greetings. Good day. What kind of
Make sure we're fed. Then we'll go to the castle, talk to Ulrich Chamberlain. And then we'll do some more questing. Keep that. Alright, let's have a little look through here. Make sure there's nothing in here we don't want. Oh yeah. They can go away. Right, yeah, that's a waste of inventory space. Everything else is fine. Our food is okay, but we can have a little bite of the pot down here. Yeah, we should be good now. Oh, we're slightly overweight, but that's fine. We'll burn it off going to the castle. $103, $102, $101. We'll burn off as we run around. Just gotta go speak to the Chamberlain, maybe the scribe.
Good to see you.
Greetings.
What a stench. You ought to be ashamed. You silly doggy.
What do you mean, what a stench? I'm perfectly clean. Game's not caught up to the fact I took a bath. Silly game. No, 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 no. Oh, it's a shame I don't have infinite stamina anymore for running. That was pretty fun. That makes sense. Man, I really want the horse that's all the way up there. This is quicker this way.
I'm always... You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Uh-huh. If you say so. Where's D? That's that. Not worried about that. Gotta talk to the scribe and the Chamberlain. Where the hell is he? There he is.
I took care of those demons.
Yep.
They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I didn't see or hear any of them. I reckon it was just rats.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he? He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Trotsky Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff, Lord of Berlin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto, but even so, the demons should leave you alone. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a
It's a good thing we
reward.
already wrapped everything we need to rob, you know?
Does the name Nikvard Libak ring a bell?
Yes, but I haven't seen him for a long time. What about him?
Nikvard is lying dead outside Trotsky Castle walls, where the guardhouse privies are. He apparently overestimated his strength while, on his little excursion.
Are you serious? My God. I'll send someone there immediately.
Alright, so what did we improve? Vitality and agility? Damn, that's almost leveled up again. Speech is going crazy right now. So is scholarship and stealth. Damn. Alright, let's go speak to the scribe. Tell him the book is gone, Nikvard lost it. I mean, he didn't. But he doesn't need to know that. Where the hell is he? What the hell is he doing? This can't be the scribe, surely. Is it? What? Oh no, this is Nicodemus.
Greetings. What would you like?
Holy shit.
How long have you been here in Trotsky, Father?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe Erazim. He's been here the longest.
I didn't know there was. I wasn't expecting another teacher here.
How do things work in the castle?
You mean who runs things when our lord is away?
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's the wife of our Burgrave Hashek. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict on the servants. Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security. He's an old soldier and an upright fellow, even if he doesn't come to confession more than once a year. And the ruler of the roost here is the Chamberlain, Ulrich von Schaumburg. You seriously don't want to cross him, lad?
Can and I will.
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz, or anywhere nearby. Why's that?
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Uyezd or in Mladyeyov on the other side. In Trotsky, we only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere. It was only with Sir Otto's arrival that great things started happening.
See.
What is Sir Otto von Bergov like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded the castle, and yet he spends most of his time in Prague. He's the royal chamberlain, and politics takes up a lot of his time.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old chamberlain, Ulrich, manages the estate, and he's definitely good with numbers, at least.
But
numbers and accounts aren't everything. One should also think about the salvation of one's soul. That young man is absolutely none of your business.
If I sin before God, is there any way I can atone for my sins?
Well. Have you got a guilty conscience, friend? You can
No.
pay the indulgence in the scribe's box. Or you can take the path of repentance and go on a pilgrimage. It will improve your reputation with people, but beware. Making a pilgrimage does not erase your crimes in the eyes of the law, nor does it release you from paying a fine. Always keep that in mind.
I don't want to. I don't really want to do that. To be honest. Maybe we will.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Oh yeah.
I'd like to hear something interesting.
I'll tell you some interesting things. Jesus Christ, I can smell you from over here.
No, you can't. I just had a bath.
Till we meet again.
Alright. Skills. I don't know. Decent. Almost level 24. Scholarship going crazy right now.
Careful.
No, I'm trying to phase through you. Alright, I guess we'll do this pilgrimage thing. I don't really want to, but it is what it is.
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eye of God and repent.
Your soul is pure, son. Do you really wish to make a penitence pilgrimage?
I'll do it, as a token of my love for God.
Not far from Troskovitz, you will find a conciliation cross by a rock, under which the body of a suicide was found.
I heard it wasn't suicide.
Do not listen to idle talk and pray for the salvation of the poor soul. Perhaps you too shall find redemption.
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go. I've sinned.
First, finish what... Till we meet again.
I think this is just a repeat. Is this just a repeatable? And is it just an infinite repeatable, meaningless activity? I don't know. I don't think so. There's only so many you can send me on, right? But if it's just going and praying at a cross, that's not too big a deal. So to talk to the scribe.
Good to see you.
God be with you.
I do not stink. I just went to the Wagner's Inn and took a bath. So stop lying. I can't say anything to her, apparently. Where's the scribe? I'm not ready for you yet, Hans. Go speak to the scribe. Go pray to the cross, or whatever.
Good
And we're
afternoon.
done.
I came to tell you I found Nickvard.
Will he come and pick up his medicine?
He won't need it anymore. He's dead.
My God! It must have been something more serious than indigestion, then. Demons?
No. He just overestimated his strength.
How sad. But thanks for telling me. I'll pray for his soul.
Well, there goes Nickford. Your scribe. The book, Nickford lost it. Whatever. So sad, it had nothing to do with me though. Come on, scribe. Come down here so we can speak.
I came to tell you I managed to find Nickvard.
Where did that madman wander off to this time?
He's dead. I found him lying below the privy outside Trotsky Castle. Poisoned, exhausted, or both. Hard to say.
My God! Nick, you fool! Did you report it to the Chamberlain?
Yes, I've already told him.
That's good. Thank you. What about that book?
With regard to that book...
You know what? I couldn't care less about that blasted book. That cursed tome. I'll actually be glad if I never get my hands on it. Forgive me.
It works out perfectly then, doesn't it? Alright, well... Allow us to go pray across for penitence that we don't need. Let's see what happens. If it gives free reputation, just for Apollonia, then it'll be worth it. Then when all's said and done, we can finally
God bless.
do the main quest.
Go! God!
Capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara.
God!
You got this, chat.
Quick!
So pretty. Alright.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Bastard wolf.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
What the... Dude, fuck off. God damn.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Oh, nice, we got an achievement for it too. You made the penitential pilgrimage. And that's done. You want that as many times as you want to just increase reputation, I suppose. I don't know. Oh my god, who's in combat with me now? Get out of here, fucking wolves. Alright. All their armors. Blacksmiths. Cobblers. Alright. I guess back to Trotsky we go. Have a merchant. Yeah, sure, I'll take a peek.
Who are you?
Do you not recognize a wayfarer when you see one, young fella?
I'm just being careful. You have to watch yourself these days.
You couldn't be more right.
And what brings you this way?
My itchy feet. I wander the world, watch what's going on, buy and sell things while we're at it. You want to buy anything? I might have something you'd like.
What tidings?
Tell me instead. What tidings do you have of the world?
Something new every day. Take that new priest over in Prague. Goes by the name of Hus. And if you heard him, now that's what I call a sermon. He's not afraid to scold anyone. He says the church fleeces believers, and that it's not right.
Have you heard him preach?
That I have. He was at St. Michael's one time. Nowadays, you'd have to go to Bethlehem Chapel to see him. But it's well worth it. If you're ever in Prague, you should take a look. That fellow's born to be a cardinal, or a pope. Then you'll be able to tell your children you remember him when he was a plain old priest.
Uh-huh. No thanks. Just some trash that you just found on the side of the road. That's just ridiculous. Alright. Alright. Let's see here.
Go!
Away we go.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Can't go faster here. It's crazy work. The noise is kind of funny though.
Whoa!
Well. If it isn't Catherine, eh? Manu. And should we go do another penitence? Is it even worth it? I don't think it'll do anything for us. I really don't. Who knows though? Oh, trespassing. Banana. I'll go check. Here he is.
I've sinned, Father.
Your soul is pure.
I'll do it.
Outside Troskovitz, there is a small chapel where the poor go to pray. That's where you should look.
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go.
Yeah, so it's just an infinitely repeatable, meaningless side quest that just resets your reputation. Have you been doing a few bad things? Too many, you know? Been getting caught. Probably like minus like 100 rep or somehow. Usually the pilgrimage probably resets to 50. So, I believe that's everything done. We can just do the main quest. Yeah. So that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. It's been 2 hours. We'll start the main quest in the next recording. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps a lot. Or on Twitch will help even more. Regardless, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.